Hey, my sunflowers. How y'all doing? Hope y'all doing all right today. Got a download for somebody. So, somebody is worried. Somebody is worried about a small child. This child may be, um, you may have a toddler. This child might be a toddler or not. Take the roads where they go, guys. Um, Either way it go, you have a small child, and I'm getting it. It's a little girl. You're worried about her. You see that she has a big light. She carries a big light and a big personality, and you're worried. You're worried that maybe she's being exposed to too much, or maybe you should I don't know. Maybe this child suffers some temper tantrums, or you feel like maybe somebody is I don't know. Maybe her environment, needs to be changed. You feel something, okay? Something about this small child, okay? Spirit, what are they feeling about this small child? Yeah. You may be dealing with a court case about this small child. You may be going to court for this child. 23 breaks down to 5. That means that God is present during this situation, and this speaks of serious contracts and serious things, okay? So you don't need to be worried about this situation. God is here. This is the courthouse. You may be facing going to court with the other parent about this kid. 133 on a timer, which breaks down to 7 forward movement. So you will receive forward movement. You will hear something that will move this situation along, okay? And then you got family room out here with courthouse. Family room breaks down to 3, which is the Empress. So whoever I'm talking to, you are a nurturing being. You are everything that exudes what a mother is supposed to be. I want to tell you that. You are a great mom. And with family room, it looks like you provide your kids with the emotional balance and a loving home that they need. They love coming home. You got kids that don't like coming home every day. You got kids that deal with parents that don't, pay attention to their well-being. And you are a person who does. Everything surrounding your kids affects them. So you try to make them as comfortable as possible. Yeah, you got distant horizons. You got something coming in that you're not even expecting that's on the horizon for you. And I've been saying this, birds is significant to somebody, okay? This could be connected to the message that I just did about the way you was feeling about your kids, somebody. 36 breaks down to 9, which is the hermit. You are spiritually in tune. You are a very wise soul. You seek guidance from your ancestors. They literally are oozing wisdom and knowledge through your pores at this moment. Something is finna happen that's on the horizon for you. Look, expectation. You've been in your head thinking about something and expecting more from a situation, but you've been the only one. You've been the only one, and you feel alone. That's why this lady is sitting here as the privileged lady looking out the window. You are a nurturing mom. You are an empress. You think about everything strategically. You keep balance at home with your children. Spirit, what's family room? Sudden wealth. Look at that. And I said in my last reading, you might want to go watch the reading that I just did about the way you was feeling about your kids. And I said, be patient, baby. Your blessings is coming. Then you got something showing up on the horizon. Sudden wealth. You could be seeing the number 777 and look 11 at the top, which breaks down to 2. 11 is justice with this wealth. And I said this was your ancestors and your spirit team. You got money on the way, baby. You got something that's going to relieve you of this burden that you feeling. All these burdens that you feeling and feeling like you facing on your own, you got something coming in that's gonna relieve that. And you intuitively already know. And I said this in the last reading that you probably got blessings and you feel like it's taking all day. Where they coming? When is that reliever is gonna come? When you gonna feel that sense of relief? Thank you, Spirit. It's coming. 4033 on the timer, which breaks down to 10, which is cycle completions. And I said this. You've done the work. You are a spiritual being, whoever I'm talking to, and you are highly protected. 444 on the timer. Your ancestors are literally sitting next to you. Red cardinals could be significant, baby. You might need to go and ground yourself in, at a park. Just sit with yourself. Let your ancestor talk to you. Let nature talk to you. Pay attention to your surroundings. You may be seeing sunflowers at the time, but you got money coming and you need to stay grounded. You know this too. 11, which is justice, breaks down to 2. You got sudden wealth coming. God saw you, baby, taking care of them kids by yourself, creating this space for these kids. God saw it all, and you are going to get that. You're going to be relieved, all right? What's sudden wealth, Spirit? What's sudden wealth? What's sudden wealth, Spirit? Coffin. Look at that. 19, which breaks down to 10 again. You may be seeing 10, 10, which is a great, significant reminder that you have ended cycles and cycles have begun. 1, 0, 1, 0. Cycles beginning an infinite amount of luck. And I said God is with you. Synchronicity 0, 0, 0 could be highly significant for you. That means that God is truly around you, and your blessings are literally right in front of you. You put a coffin and deaded out situations and people that didn't serve you any purpose. 606 on the timer, which breaks down to 12, which is hang one. I mean, you view things at a different angle. You look at the whole picture. You've deaded out people in situations that didn't serve you any purpose. Somebody's birthday could be June 6th. Yep. 33. Concern. High honor. Look at this. Change is coming. 7. 25 breaks down to 7, which is the Chariot. Change is coming. And God views you as high honor. You've done the work. God is proud of you. Concern. You've been concerned with this. And then we saw expectation. The privileged lady looking out the window, worry, which breaks down. 33 breaks down to 6, which is the lovers. So this is most definitely about your babies, your kids, lovers. You love them. The lovers just doesn't speak of partnerships, love partnerships, dynamics. It speaks of family dynamics and all of that. It speaks to whatever you have a passion for, whatever you love, genuinely, okay? Could be seeing master number 33 as well. You're concerned, don't be. I'm your confirmation. Spirit is telling you, don't be concerned. Help is on the way. God is with you, and you are making all the right decisions with these kids. You keep these kids balanced. You keep home life balanced. Yeah, look, despair and thoughts. I ain't even know I pulled thoughts, but look, you got despair. 5, which breaks down to the Hierophant. Heavy on the 5, 5, 5. And I said, God is with you. You feel somebody could have a dog. You can feel like, everything at the job ain't working out. You feel like in this courts out here, what I'm getting is you could be dealing with a situation at court with your job, or sue them for something. I don't know. It could be something dealing with your finances with this court too, with like employment. You're gonna win. Whoever I'm talking to, you're gonna win. So don't worry. That's another dynamic. All right. So only take what resonate, guys. Look, thoughts. 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 Let me see what these thoughts is, because thoughts break down. It's 16 and it breaks down to 7, which is the Chariot, which is forward movement as well. You could be seeing master number 77. All right. And we saw 777. So you could be seeing 77 and 777, guys. Okay. Spirit. What's thoughts? What's thoughts, Spirit? Somebody could be a brunette as well. What's thoughts? Somebody could be a painter. What's thoughts? What's thoughts, Spirit? Expectation, and it came out. We saw it and then it came out. So what I'm getting is you also was worried because something didn't work out, and it says 28 breaks down to 10, so you closed out a cycle. There was somebody who you had a connection with, you felt like you had a connection with intuitively, and you had to close out a cycle on. This person was thinking about you. This person was not honest about the connection that they had with you. Okay? Look at this. This person was not honest about the 919 on the timer. 919 could be a synchronicity for somebody, which breaks down to 19, which 19 breaks down to 10, which is cycle completions. Okay? So, yeah, this was a connection that you had with somebody that you had to close out. You held this person in high honors. You had a lot of expectation, and they failed you. But this person and what you was feeling intuitively was for real. This person did truly have a connection with you as well. This person was daydreaming about you, fantasizing about you. It was a reason why you was dreaming about this person. There was a real connection. They are fighting the connection, and because of that, you had to close out this cycle. Yep. You had to close out this cycle because you had to choose you. Yep. And for that, let me grab y'all a few more cards, and then we're going to close it out. Spirit, tell us more about this connection between, and this also could be the person that's in despair. Take the roads where they go, guys. This person feels bound. Look. This person feels bound. This person is in their head. So what you was feeling is not real, but you keep the cycle closed. You keep the cycle closed. Spirit and God want you to keep this cycle closed. You have to move forward, and you have to do what's best for you and your kids. Your main focus is your kids right now. What you want them to know, Spirit? What's expectation? Look, and I said that you was expecting a knight. You was expecting an emperor. Because with the knight out here, this was somebody. This was either a king of pentacles or a emperor that I'm talking about. Because, and I would say a king of pentacles, somebody structured, somebody financially stable, because you have the knight here, which is somebody who is slow and strategic about the way that they approach situations. You expected this person to step into this role and honor the connection that y'all had, and this person didn't. And that's why you're looking at the window in despair yourself. And because you may have been mirroring this person's energy, they're feeling despair as well, just the same as you. Look at that. And I've been talking about mirroring energies. So what you was feeling was true. And look, somebody could be seeing the color yellow. Look at the car yellow too. And the lady that was walking behind us had on yellow pants. All right. But look, you was feeling the connection, and this person was thinking about moving forward with you with this pentacle. And they probably still are. But you can't worry about what ifs. You got to move forward on your path and in your life. Spirit, what's thoughts? You cannot be bound to this. What's thoughts, Spirit? Oh, look. 7 of Wands. And you could be seeing 777 for sure. Or 747, 7777. We done seen 7 come out 5 times. 77, master number 77, 777, and the number 7. Look at it, 7 of Wands. You have to protect. You have to protect what you have grown, what you have, 7 of Pentacles, what you have literally watered and grown so far. You cannot allow this person to cloud your judgment or hang on in your energy without actually giving you what you deserve, because you are in your Empress energy. You can't wait for somebody to pick you. You can't wait for somebody to choose you. You can't wait for somebody to come forward with the clarity and truth which they should have done in the first place. You have to move forward. And you have to protect your peace, your heart, your love, your energy. 7 of Wands. And this is what I said when I asked Spirit, what is expectation? Or was it thoughts? I don't know. Either way it goes, that's what you got to do. 7 of Wands. Yeah, and I think I said thoughts. You got to protect. All right, Spirit. What's 7 of Wands? Or what's thoughts? What's thoughts, Spirit? Look. It came out. Look at this. You had a King of Wands. So what you was feeling was not a fucking... It was true. Look, you had a King of Wands who didn't step up in their leadership role. They was thinking about coming forward with you. And you had to look at that death peeking right here. But you had to close that cycle out. You had to close this the fuck out. And make room for what you got coming in. Because you and your Empress energy, Spirit is about to bring you somebody else, and somebody who is going to step behind you without a question. And not be scared about it. And who is going to come stepping in their leadership role. And ain't going to be slow to approach you with a pinnacle that belonged to you in the first place. Yep. You put a death to whatever that was. All right, Spirit. How we going to end this, Spirit? What's, before we end this, Spirit, what's death? What's death? What they had to put a death to, Spirit? Look. Page of Cups. You had to put a debt to receiving this immature ass offer that this person took forever to come towards you with. And you might got kids with this person with the fish on the cup, and you might don't. This person might just want kids with you or thought of a family with you, but the offer was immature. Even though you was dealing with a King of Pentacles or a Knight of Wands. Somebody who is very structured and has leadership roles. But you had to put this shit to bed because this person was coming through immaturely. Even though they showed up with this like a knight, with this pentacle, this is how they was coming, and you had to put that shit to rest because this is how they was showing up as a page. Immature. Yep, can't make it up. All right, Sunflowers, that's what I got for y'all, and I hope it resonates with y'all. Stay in your Empress energy because right now you are at wish fulfillment. Spirit is going to literally give you everything that you need and want. You don't have to force anything. You don't have to worry about anything, be burdened by anything. You just keep vibing high in your energy and doing what you need to do for you and your kids. And whatever you did for you and your kids was the right move. You on the right path, Sunflower. You a great nurturing mom, a great nurturing woman. All right? And you don't let nobody choose to decide when they want to pick you. 15 on the timer, which breaks down to 12, which is 3, the Empress. I can't end it better than that. All right, Sunflowers. Mwah.